Do you like video games? Are you an alpha male? Are you a beta male? Well, I can find out for you. I can tell you based off what video games you like. Today's video, I'm going to categorize video games on a tier list based off whether your average alpha male plays them or if your average beta male plays them. And then you can look at that list, do some introspection, and decide if based on the video games you like, you're an alpha male, a beta male, or somewhere in between. Here we are back on tiermaker.com, the website I frequent most, almost second most. And as you can see, we have different tiers. We have alpha male, the highest tier, Chad gamer, average NPC, cringe gamer, and beta male. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through these franchises down here at the bottom, and I'm going to categorize what type of person plays these types of games. I don't have every video game within a franchise. I just chose whatever game I think is most popular, and that will represent the entire franchise. So right off the bat, we have Fallout 4, which is representing the entire Fallout franchise. Fallout's a little tricky because some of their games, New Vegas, are for alpha males all the way. But then like Fallout 76, Fallout 4, plus it's a little too popular for how good it is. So we're gonna put that at average NPC. You can walk up to someone in Walmart and be like, do you like Fallout? And they're like, yeah. Average NPC gamers play Fallout. Next we have Terraria. Terraria blew up several years ago and I never really was into it because like it just looked like knockoff 2D Minecraft to me. And frankly, if you talk about Terraria in public, you deserve to get slapped. It's not super cringy, but it's pretty cringy. So cringe gamers play Terraria. Next we have The Witcher. The Witcher 3. I played about 5 minutes of it. Kind of got bored. We're going to put that at average NPC because I've heard good things, but Next we have Horizon. This will be a bit controversial. I love the first game. The second one was good too. Not as good as the first one, but pretty good. I don't think it takes any real Chad or alpha personality traits to enjoy Horizon. We're gonna go average. Average NPC gamers played the Horizon games. Wii Sports Resort. This is our first alpha male. If you, in the year 2022, are playing Wii Sports Resort, I am afraid of you. Your masculine energy cannot be contained if you are playing Wii Sports Resort in 2022. Next we have Zelda. Zelda is also pretty average NPC, and I can say that confidently because if you walk into a Hot Topic right now, I guarantee there will be Zelda merch there, and you cannot tell me that Chads shop at Hot Topic. Point proven. Next we have FIFA. This represents all the FIFA games. And this is a bit of a toss-up because on one hand, it's so normie and disgustingly sporty that you'd think only betas would play it. But also, if doing the exact same thing over and over again, no matter if people think it's stupid, is an alpha, I don't know what is. So I've got to put that at cringe because it's very beta, don't get me wrong. But the fact that they know that and play it anyway, that's pretty here. So it's one of these two. I'm gonna go cringe, but it's not as beta as you would think. Next up, we have Animal Crossing, just in general. So if a woman is playing Animal Crossing, I think that's fine. But if a male is playing Animal Crossing, you probably stole your wife's Switch while she was out shopping. So I'm gonna go cringe gamer. Next we have Super Mario 64, which I never really played growing up because it came out the year I was born, that being 1964. So I'm gonna have to put it at average. I don't know a lot about it. I didn't like it a lot when I was younger, seeing people play it, but I like watching people speedrun it. I think that's pretty cool, so average. Your average NPC has played Super Mario 64. Next we have Candy Crush. If you play Candy Crush, I want nothing to do with you. You scare me and in bad ways. Next we have Minecraft. Ooh, also a bit of a toss-up. Because like, yeah, you can kill the Ender Dragon in 7.5 minutes. But why? Like how many hours have you sunk into Minecraft? But also, it's got texture packs. You can get on with the homies and just vibe, put on music. I've got to go Chad. I've got to say Chad gamers play Minecraft, but that's assuming you're playing multiplayer with other people and you're building social skills as you play. If you're just getting on by yourself, what are you doing? Bloons Tower Defense. If you play Bloons Tower Defense, we're friends. Real life story. I look at someone's phone. They're playing Bloons Tower Defense. I pull up Bloons Tower Defense on my phone. We started making out. That only alpha males play Bloons Tower Defense. World of Tanks. It has explosions, it has weaponry, You would think it has all the components of an alpha male game, but here's the thing, it's not. World of Tanks is right here with Candy Crush, in my opinion. Next we have Apex Legends. Apex Legends blew up, took the world by storm. I played it for about 5 minutes and my chest started hurting because my alpha heart couldn't handle witnessing what I was witnessing. Your average NPC plays out Apex Legends, and when I say that, you know I'm right. You know that your average NPC plays Apex Legends. World of Warcraft. I have heard so much about this game. I know it has trolls and orcs and magic and stuff, and it's been around a long time. But we all know what your average World of Warcraft gamer looks like. It's the Cheeto fingers, it's the acne-ridden face, it's the gut with the drink resting on it. There's no drink on this gut. Cringe. Next we have Final Fantasy, which I always wrote off as, oh, it's one of those weeb games. But now that I've seen some of the gameplay, I've seen some of the action, I've seen that it actually has decently difficult levels, I think it's kind of a Chad game. I don't hear a lot about it. It's not as overhyped as, say, Animal Crossing, Apex, any of that. I'm going to put it at Chad gamer status. And I don't really have a lot of reasons other than I just feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. Next we have Halo. This one hurts me because we all grew up playing on the original Xbox, just having a great time. But Halo's failed us. Halo has let us down. The last 3 iterations have been disappointing, sad, and depressing. And if turning your back on your fan base isn't beta, I don't know what is. Cringe. Cringe gamers still play Halo, and that hurts me to say. That really does. But that's where we're at right now. Hopefully that changes in the future. GeoGuessr. Not exactly a console game. I don't even know if it's a game, really, as much as it's just like a website. I've been madly infatuated with watching GeoGuessing tournaments. And the reason is because these people are so good at it, and it's so impressive. It's like speedrunning, but if you were speedrunning real life, because these are real locations. GeoGuessr's a Chad game. You can't think otherwise. Next we have Fortnite. Basically, Warzone for 12-year-olds. Cringe. I'm not going to put it in beta male because there are 12-year-olds out there who want to play video games, and that's for them. But if you're a 35-year-old man playing Fortnite... Next we have League of Legends, which until I was making this list, did not know was a different game from World of Warcraft. I thought they were the same thing, so I'm just going to put them right next to each other because I have no idea what this is. Is it a card game? I don't know, but I googled most popular video games in 2022 and it was on the list, so it's right there. Next we have Solitaire, and if you play Solitaire in 2022, I'm talking none of this weird online solitaire stuff you can play on your phone. I'm talking about you sit on your desktop, you unplug the Ethernet cable because you don't want the internet distractions, and you just click, 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 click until you get your victory and the little cards fall down on your face and make the victory sound. You're an alpha male, my friend. Next we have Warzone. Similarly to Halo, has fluctuated a lot in the last, 2 years it's been out. I'm going to put that at average. I don't think I really need to just explain myself in that. It's a very average NPC game. Next we have Rocket League. I like Rocket League. I like the music of Rocket League. I like the aesthetic of Rocket League. But even high-level Rocket League gameplay doesn't look that much different than low-level Rocket League gameplay. Like, oh, I'm off the ground more. I can do a flip before I hit it in the net. Rocket League is average to cringe. And that pains me to say because I play Rocket League every so often, but that's like a scooping peanut butter out of the jar at midnight moment for me. It's not what I'm proud of. So we're going to put that in cringe gamer category. Next we have Team Fortress 2, which I don't know a lot about. I know there's like a spy and stuff. Its art style was never really for me. We're just going to put that at average NPC. I know there's a guy in it that uses a butterfly knife. I like butterfly knives. That's what's saving it from cringe gamer status. But yeah, very average. Next we have CSGO, which I thought was the same thing as TF2 for the longest time. We're going to put that at Chad Gamer. Not because the game itself is Chad Gamer attracting, but because you can't aim down sights with submachine guns. I don't know if you've played that game, like Call of Duty. You kind of do some of this. CS:GO, you can't. You just go. If that's not Chad going, I don't know what is. Next we have The Sims 4. The Sims 4 is an automatic alpha male game. I'm currently doing a playthrough of The Sims 4, so if that's something you're interested in, comment below. Let us see your playthrough of The Sims 4. But that aside, The Sims is for people who want to escape their life because their life is sad. No, that's not what I meant. The Sims is for people whose lives are so great, they want another one, and that is alpha male behavior. So we have Sea of Thieves, and I don't want to have to explain this because I think you will all agree with me without explanation. Beta male. Sea of Thieves, beta male. Forza Horizon. Now this is the only racing game on here aside from Mario Kart, which we'll talk about that later. But Forza Horizon, for the purposes of this list, is kind of representing all racing games. And I'm going to put that at Chad Gamer. You're just trying to practice on these expensive virtual cars before you decide which Bugatti you want to buy yourself. Next we have Battlefield. This is a picture of Battlefield 4, but again, this is representing all Battlefield games. Battlefield's gonna go an average NPC gamer. It's just, that's what it is. Like, I don't think you can really argue with that. Next we have Roller Coaster Tycoon. Now, many of us have fond memories of Roller Coaster Tycoon, and many of those fond memories involve building large roller coasters and just letting little innocent guests fly to their deaths, or building mazes of pathways so the little people can never escape. Pretty Chad. So we're gonna put that in Chad Gamer. Next we have Age of Empires. Only alpha males play Age of Empires. You are literally an emperor from top-down perspective, lording over your minions and making them fight to the death. And that's pretty alpha male. Next we have Overwatch. I bought this game on release. I don't know why. I don't like the cartoony aesthetic. And I didn't really need another FPS because I was already really into Call of Duty at the time. So I don't really know why I bought it, but I had a great time with it for like a solid year and a half. Great time. It was so fun. And then it just stopped being fun. And I'm not really sure what happened there. It just stopped one day. I think it's kind of cringe right now. Similarly to Halo, I think it can turn around. I think it can be saved. But we'll see. Next we have GTA 5. And this one's hard. I think GTA 5 is fun. And I think that driving around in a simulated world and running over cops in, no one clip that out of context, in GTA 5 is a great time. So I'm gonna put that at Chad Game. Next we have Smash Bros, which is similarly to some of the other games in this category, just the epitome of NPC gamerdom. Smash Bros is a game you put on the TV when you have friends over and none of them actually know what they want to do and no one actually wants to play a game of Smash Bros, but like, it's there and it's convenient and we all know the controls. So you choose Dark Samus because you choose him every time and you camp on the corner of the map and you just spam your little electro balls until you eventually die. And when the game's over, you put the controller down and you don't care that you lost because it's not like you were having fun playing to begin with. Next we have Mario Kart, which is very similar to Smash Bros in a lot of ways. I think it's a little better because at least it's fun to play and there's not as many tryhards and you can always get a blue shell or something to kind of balance it out. But it's also one of those games I go into knowing that I don't really care what happens. Next we have Metal Gear Solid, just the entire franchise. And I don't know if you know anything about Metal Gear Solid. If you don't know anything about it, like I didn't until several months ago, you probably think it's like a wartime campaign that's very true to life, kind of gritty, kind of gray in colors. When I tell you that there is urine fascination in this game, I cannot begin to describe to you how much urine fascination is in this game. And if that sounds intriguing to you, good on you for knowing yourselves and knowing what you like in this world. And I'm going to put that in Chad Gamership because whoever made this game, I don't know what company or what guy, people who know probably know, but they held nothing back. They poured their soul, their sexual deviance, they poured everything into this game. Because we have Skyrim, which you will love upon your first playthrough, and then you'll realize that it's actually relatively shallow for an RPG, and it doesn't have a lot to offer for more than like 2 playthroughs. Oh, but why would you play the game more than twice? Because it's a good game, okay? But Skyrim doesn't really hold up as well as you would think. I think it's very average. I feel like people who like it think it's the best game in the world and kind of overhype it. So we're going to go average NPC game. And lastly, we have Pokemon Go. When Pokemon Go came out, initially, I wandered the streets, beverage in hand, enjoying the camaraderie and the companionship that game afforded to my small town. It wasn't a small town, but you get what I'm saying. Everyone was out and about. Everyone wanted to say hi to people. Oh, what do you find over there? I found a Magikarp. Come along. It was like a little adventure. It was so fun. And then a week passed, and another week passed, and the only people who stuck with it were the people who you didn't want to follow to find a Magikarp. You didn't want to go on an adventure with. They're smelly. Their hair is unkempt. Their toes stick out of their shoes. You can't tell me that the goblin people I'm describing don't love Pokemon Go. Now, I'm not saying everyone who plays Pokemon Go is a little goblin, but the amount of little goblins who play Pokemon Go make Pokemon Go a beta male video game. There you have it. That is the definitive alpha versus beta male video game list. I hope you found this to be entertaining and educational. If you found yourself being drawn towards the games at the bottom half of the list, maybe reassess. Maybe start playing some more Zoo Tycoon. Maybe buy a Wii off Facebook Marketplace and start playing Wii Sports Resort. Thanks for watching, and catch me in another Leverloo video when